In this video, I want to talk to you about the Viking Designer Quartz sewing and embroidery machine. This machine is a total package. It's new from Viking. You're going to get the flexibility of having sewing and embroidery all in one compact, very portable machine. So let's take a look at all the features of this great machine. First thing you're going to notice on this machine, it's going to be really easy to thread. The threading system, you can have a horizontal spool pin. It also comes with a vertical spool pin. The great thing about that is it allows you to do twin needle sewing. There's times you may have a different size spool. If you want to use a larger cone, the thread stand here will accommodate all the way up to mini cones of embroidery thread. You have thread guides, and it's all channeled all the way down to my needle. And I do have a built-in needle threader on the machine to thread that needle. I've got the top drop-in bobbin system on this machine. That's really easy to thread. I can see my bobbin at any given time. And I'm gonna have thread sensors built in that will sense thread breakages and also when I'm running low on bobbin. Now, I will tell you this, on the needle plate, you have the metal needle plate here with all the markings on it. Also on the front here, there's some more markings that helps you with seam allowances. The machine will have roughly about a 6 3/8 inch throat space from the needle to the inside of the sewing arm. So when you're quilting or just doing garment sewing with larger garments, having more surface area really makes a huge difference when you're sewing, to have that support in the throat space and also to the left. I will have the removable accessory tray, and the free arm on this machine is a little bit bigger than your standard sewing machine, so when we're hemming pants or shirt sleeve, we can get our design or our stitching further up the shirt sleeve or pant leg. Now, we will have drop feed on this machine. I do like the feed dog system on it. It's a 7-point feed dog system, and I have the extra high lift under my presser foot, so when I'm hemming pants, maybe the side seam on a pair of denim blue jeans or something like that, I can get that thicker material up underneath. You quilters will love this machine as well for your bottom, your batting, and your top, being able to get all that under the foot so that I can sew. I like how on the accessory tray the doors open toward me because I can see down in here and get the attachments I need and then get back to sewing. On the front of the machine, we have a lot of really easy to get to computer controls on this machine. First, you got the huge touch screen, and it's really easy to get to all the different components of the machine, no matter if you're in the sewing side like we are here, or if you go into the full embroidery mode. It's really easy to go back and forth between modes. On the front of the machine, I will have the speed slider. Now, the machine will come with a foot control. You can use it with or without the foot control because I do have the start-stop button here, but I can override the speed of my machine. And that is great to have because there's times we want to slow down, make sure we don't make a mistake, but there's times we want to sew at full speed. I will have the built-in scissor that snips my bobbin and top thread for me all at one time. There also is a little razor here on the left side of the machine so I can rake my thread across. You'll love that feature, being able at any given time to snip your bobbin and top thread. We forget how many times we grab scissors to snipping thread when we're doing sewing or embroidery. I will have the needle up, needle down feature, and there's times I want the needle to stop in the fabric if I'm appliquing, if I'm turning a corner or something like that, but most of the time you're going to want that needle to stop out of the fabric so you don't forget it and you jerk, maybe break a needle, rip your fabric. I do have the reverse right here for doing our back tacking. Tension setting is extremely easy on this machine, and it's not a finicky tension system either. If I leave the tension between 4 and 5, it's going to work on 99% of all the fabrics out there. If you run into tension problems on your machine, give us a call. We have 5 full-time technicians here to help you diagnose any kind of problem. You're going to get our premium support package when you purchase your machine from Ken's Sewing Center. Another great thing about the Designer Quartz, you do get a free subscription to the My SewNet. This is where we get all kind of stitches, designs. We're able to upload designs to the cloud. They're all the time upgrading the My SewNet, so do check that out. That's one thing that separates Viking from a lot of the other brands that's on the market, is having that feature. Then when we get into the sewing side of the machine, I can go into my utility mode, and I have buttons I can page over, pull up the stitch that I want to pull. Right in front of me, I have my length and width settings, easy to get to. If I want to change anything on the screen, I can go to my hard drive, and don't worry, you're not going to do anything to erase something off the hard drive. There are screensavers on the machine as well, so when you walk off, the machine will automatically power down, so it helps save your screen and you're not using as much electricity either. So we can page through all these different functions. If we want to change anything, it's really easy for us to do. You have different things from breaking thread tension sensors on the machine and senses thread breaks, to needle positions if I want to automatically cut the thread. All those type of things are right here at my beck and call. When I pull up a stitch on the Designer Quartz 29, I'm able to easily pull up that stitch. I can change my width settings here, back that down. The machine will show me the actual size, length, and width of this stitch. That saves me time of having doing test swatches to see what that stitch is going to look like, and that's really nice and convenient. I can also mirror image stitches, so when we get to some of the decorative stitches, it even increases the amount of stitches that we have on the machine. It has a little over 50 stitches on it. All your more popular sewing, utility, quilting stitches. It's not a lot of fluff or wasted stitches on this machine. They did a really good job on the stitch selection on it. Everything is categorized thematically on the top, so I can page through all that, get to the one-step buttonholes that it has, get to the alphabets that's built in on the machine as well. That makes it really easy. We don't have to push a lot of buttons to get to where we want to go on the Designer Quartz 29. Has all the nice features, and it comes with a lot of accessories, and Ken Sewing Center will carry all the accessories for this machine. We are an authorized dealer, and we're authorized warranty station for Viking. So if you have any problems or questions, we can definitely help you. If you need repair or service needs, we're going to be here to help you with that as well. So let's do a little bit of sewing on the Designer Quartz 29 and show you just how easy it is to sew and all the types of material that can handle sewing. So I've got that extra high lift under my presser foot. So we're just going to go here and do a straight stitch on this machine and then start sewing. Now I can speed it up or slow it down. I'm at full speed right now. I'm doing a stretch straight stitch here, or I can back that down. I hit reverse to do my back tacking, and I can use my start stop button. Hit the scissor, it's going to snip that thread for me, so that makes it really easy. And then I'm able to raise the presser foot up, and there I go. It's a really neat and clean tie-off. Now, this machine is super durable. You can handle doing things like, here I've got 8 layers of denim, which is roughly the side seam on a pair of denim blue jeans. Notice how I've got that extra high lift. I even got more room than that. 8 layers is probably the heaviest thing that you'll ever sew, because that's a little bit thicker actually than the side seam on a pair of denim blue jeans. But we want to show you just for demonstration purpose, and we're going to back this down just a little bit on our speed, show you this is going to handle sewing this material really easy. Then I can crawl down. This is where the top drop-in bobbin system comes into play. It's going to crawl down from that 8 layers of denim. My tension is not going to be compromised at all. We'll speed up just a little bit. And then I'm going to go from that to this stretch material to show you extremely heavy to extremely lightweight. The feed dog tension system. The feed dog system on this machine is definitely doing its job. It's touching those fabrics in 7 places. It's going to reduce any puckering. And then I get to the end of my garment. If I can hit reverse if I want to, or I can just hit my start stop button. I'm going to hit the tension. I'm going to hit my scissor here and raise the presser foot up. I went from extremely heavy to a cotton to a stretch material and handled all those materials with no problem. I didn't have to worry about adjusting any tensions. Now this machine is also a fully embroidery machine. It's going to have all those capabilities. Let's show you a little bit about the embroidery mode on this machine. One of the great things about this machine, it's really easy. We go into embroidery mode, the machine automatically senses our embroidery unit and automatically go into embroidery mode for me. Now this machine is Wi-Fi ready. It also has a USB port built in. We can easily take designs off our computer, save it to a USB stick and go right to the machine. But we also have the cloud. We can download designs through our internet router and go right to the machine with it. It has a lot of designs built in, so if you don't want to use the MySewNet, that's fine. You're going to have all kind of designs. It's all kind of thematic designs. All the different seasons, all the major holidays are built in. You've got numerous Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. We have baby designs here built in. All kind of things here, all kind of different motifs, floral patterns, you name it. built in, and then if you ever want to go to that, it's really easy to get designs into the machine. That's the great thing about this. Now, there are a lot of machines on the market that has the huge embroidery hoops. This machine has one of the most popular size hoops for most garments that's out there, and that's generally what you want to look at. What designs am I going to be doing most often? What types of materials are the things I'm going to be wearing, or do you need something that does larger? Ken Sewing Center carries all the Viking models. We can help you if you need something larger than this. However, we find that the hoops in this machine are called for quite often because most of the things that we're embroidering on are things that we're going to be wearing. We have alphabet fonts built in. All the pretty cursive block style fonts are built in on this machine. We have edit modes. We can go in and combine designs together. So we're going to do this little leaf pattern here that I have pulled up. It's a one color design just to show you just how easy this machine operates, how smooth that it sews as well. It's as easy as that. Ken Sewing Center is your authorized Viking dealer. We carry all parts and accessories for the Viking machines. We'll be glad to help compare this model to any other model in the line and help find the right machine to meet your needs.